Okay, so today was the day I realized I do not have a Warrior Cats OC. So I decided to make one. And this is kind of like me voicing over a speed draw, I guess. Basically, okay, so he's kind of based off of my childhood OC that I had, which was named Pineapple Paw. Yeah, I know. Weird name. But basically Pineapple Paw was a she-cat of WindClan, I think. But this time I decided to change her up a bit, make her Tom, and change her name. I basically changed everything about her. But I did use a base for this because I do not know cat anatomy, unfortunately. I mean, I know how to draw an anthropomorphic cat, but not like full-on cat on on all 4 feet. But there's not really much to say about this. I guess it's just like a satisfying video, I guess. I don't know. But but basically I wasn't thinking much of like what to do in the future. I was kind of just like going along with what I was doing. I didn't really think about what should he look like, everything. I was like, you know what, let's just slap some stuff on there and go along with it. So that's basically what I did. I kind of didn't really know what colors I wanted to pick at first. I had to like fidget around with them. You'll see. You know, I'll just talk about it when it comes up. Okay, so I kind of didn't know what markings to add because I'm like, who would know a cat marking? So I kind of just like started searching up some on Pinterest to get some like reference. And I picked a pretty good one that kind of matched what I was going for. I was trying to find a good spot to put it. I'm like, we'll just put it right here. Yeah, I kind of... At this point, I didn't want it to be dark, but for some reason my brain was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna draw with dark colors. I was like, yeah, no, I don't think dark is the right one for him because my old OC Pineapple Paw was very light. So I'm like, maybe I should change the color palette. So I kind of just like drew the stripes. And I'm like, I drew the stripes. And I was like, these are a bit dark. Maybe I should make them lighter. So like after drawing like more than half of the stripes, I'm like, you know what? This color is booty. So I'm trying to find a different color. And I'm like, okay, this isn't that bad. I'm actually kind of surprised with how his stripes turned out because like I actually never drew like cat markings like that. I only drew like stripes like a tiger. But I'm actually pretty surprised by how they turned out. I'm proud of myself, okay? I tried to give him a marking on I tried to give him a marking on his nose, but I clearly failed at that. So I'm like, you know what? Just leave it. Just leave it. Honestly, drawing his tail was my favorite part because I gave him kind of like a unique pattern with like are you on drugs? Anyways, I kind of gave him like a I like how it turned out cuz I gave him a really unique pattern on his tail. That was my favorite part to color or to draw in general. I usually do this like gray checkered thing to like, color everything lighter color so I can see where I'm going. Because I like to color the entire thing, not like leave the white parts white with the background. So I kind of just like color them white. This is not white actually. I'm not sure if you can tell. If you're blind, basically this is just like a really light tan. Which some of us are blind. Well, I'm not saying that in a rude way. I'm not like I meant that in a joking way. No offense to anybody who I offended. My sister is in the other room making weird noises. Can you stop eating crack, bruh? Oh. Freaking duck. Honestly, to all those OCD people out here, I'm probably angering you like so much with this. Somehow, I feel like I am. I don't know where. I don't know how. But I feel like I am. I tried to although I tried to keep the coloring as clean as I could though. I feel like green is like the most overrated warrior cat eye color out there. Like, it's just so used because it's like very naturey, but it's like not every cat has green eye color. I'm pretty sure yellow is actually the most common, but I'm not sure. And I was like, what is that? When I saw that there, I was like, what the crap? And then a freaking random puddle. Who knows? I didn't know what to like start coloring first, so I kind of was like, you know what, mini cat. mini kitty. So this is little kitten. And then, yeah, that. Oh. It was really actually hard to color on the mini him because, like, the detail I had to add, that was so painful. Still trying to figure out what that tiny puddle was. The more I went, you can tell the more lazier I got when it came to, like, drawing his markings. Especially the ones on his body, because those were, like, really painful to draw. I'm kind of glad I got those over with. But to learn more about him, he is a ThunderClan cat. He's very social, very interactive. He was probably, I would say, if he was in the books, he'd probably be born around the point where Fireheart became leader of ThunderClan. And his mentor, I would say, would probably be, I don't know, actually. Let's just go with Brightheart because I feel like they would be a fantastic duo. So let's just say his mentor is Brightheart. I haven't really read the books past, like, book 5 in the first, like, prophecy. So I'm not really that well known about it, but he's very sweet, very kind, very swift on his feet, and he's actually surprisingly very loyal to his clan. But not in the kind of way where I'm like, oh my gosh, he needs to be a deputy. No, he's just like a regular warrior who loves his clan. He's not really into the fight, but he'll still do it if his leader tells him, like, you need to fight for our clan. And I'm like, okay. He believes that all clans should have peace with each other, and he believes in StarClan, definitely. And he probably, I would say, if he did have siblings, I'd probably say he probably had, like, 1 or 2 sisters, maybe, or, like, a brother or something, who knows. But yeah, he's very social, very energetic. He makes friends with almost everybody he meets, other than rude people. There's not much about him, although his personality is very, like, again, I keep on saying this, he's very social. And, his friends of the clan would probably most likely be Fireheart, Firestar, however you see him, Gray Stripe, definitely, Brightheart, and probably, I'm not sure actually, probably Longtail or something. But honestly, he would be friends with the whole clan. Despite not being an apprentice, he still loves helping with the elders and everything. And he still acts like an apprentice with his energeticness, and his personality. He still gets herbs and prey, like typical stuff that a warrior would do, but also with apprentice stuff. He was very helpful around the clan. Very helpful. And his favorite prey, I would say, is a bird. He definitely looks like the bird type of person. But when I drew him as a warrior, not an apprentice, because I feel like apprentices are very overrated. So I'm like, you know what, let's just give him a warrior, you know? Yeah. Apprentices are too overrated. And then this part was a pain. Trying to add all the colors. But at this point I was kind of thinking, what should I name him? I wanted to go with like the Bracken name, but I didn't want to name him after a character. But I also wanted to keep the name very realistic because he's an OC. So I was like, I wanted his name to end in foot or claw or something. Most likely foot, because I kind of like it when warrior cat names end with foot. I don't know why. It makes it really cute. Like for example, Crowfoot. That's actually kind of cute. Yeah. And then I was trying to render him with the blue color, but I'm like, yeah, this is why I don't render with this color. I kind of just render with like dark shades of that color, you know? Definitely not blue, because blue is just like, I don't know how people use it. It's like so painful to work with. Oh, and I'm not sure if I said this earlier, but I gave him unique marks on the back of his ears with those little like spots, like, well, just one spot in those two lines on each ear. I didn't want to make him pretty unique, because like a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, my warrior cat suffered trauma. My warrior cat died from being crushed by a tree. Haha, if you get the reference, you get the reference. But I was like, I don't want to make him unique. He should just be a plain old cat, guys. He's just a cat. He doesn't need to suffer from depression or like, oh my gosh, my parents abandoned me when I was 2 years old. No, let's just keep him a regular old cat with a cool, happy family, cool, happy life. No abandonment, no abuse, guys. I mean, it's okay if you add trauma to your OCs. I don't mind that. I mean, I do it a lot too, but like, I don't think cats could suffer that much trauma. But I don't know, I was kind of obsessed with making him like pretty realistic, because it's literally a book series. Like, guys, nothing's realistic these days. He definitely looks like a kitty pet. If he was, he definitely looks like one. But he is not a kitty pet, bruv. And I was like, you know what? We'll name him... Well, give me a moment, guys. I was brain farting. We'll name him Harpyfoot, which is pretty good enough. I don't know why I named him Harpyfoot. I was like, Harpy is a cool creature, and he's not that creature. I don't know, actually. But I had to add the warrior cat, ThunderClan symbol, just so people were like, okay, he's a ThunderClan cat, yay! No, I was thinking about putting him in Wind Clan, but I'm like, no, that one's overrated. And I'm like, River Clan, and I'm like, no, that one's overrated too. And I'm like, Shadow Clan, and I'm like, no, he's gonna have to look like a Dark Tom. So I'm like, you know what, Thunder Clan is good enough.